Tennessee's Wild Side, broadcast for nearly 2 decades, was originally created through a vision of the Jackson Foundation. The foundation remains a supportive partner in the mission to educate viewers about wildlife, natural resources, and opportunities for outdoor adventure.
Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. If you appreciate high quality water to drink, and you think it's important to have clean air to breathe, maybe you need to escape from the heat of the sun once in a while, or you want to make an investment in the future of your children. The only advice we can offer to answer all of those things is to plant trees. And it may be worth your time to find out if the government will help you pay for it.
Like they say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Next best is today.
These tree seedlings were planted in this field less than a year ago, and now the native species are being uprooted for the purpose of replanting on a farm tomorrow, both literally and figuratively.
You're planting for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be here before we know it. We all know that watching our children grow up, that it happens before a blink of an eye. Isn't it going to be great to look out and know that those trees out there, you were part of that. You were part of making the future better, and that's what this nursery is here for, to make the future better.
This is the one and only state-owned nursery in Tennessee. The backbending labor of lifting and loading the seedlings is being conducted by a crew of migrant workers from Guatemala. Their work is helping the Tennessee Department of Agriculture protect the future for wildlife and waterways.
The East Tennessee Nursery, we produce between 3 and 6 million trees each year. And it's just an amazing accomplishment.
Everything that we do here is a team effort. It takes everybody to be on board with the whole process. And the crew that we have come in is vital to the whole operation as well. Tractor comes in, it goes in the ground, undercuts the taproot of the tree, shakes off the dirt, and the working crew that we have, they come in, shake the dirt off the tree. As they pick it up, they look at it, they grade it, and count it all at the same time.
Moving from the field to a warehouse, the crew proceeds with the process of preparing trees for transport, setting up 2 separate packaging lines. They work really fast. We are not speeding up the video.
The seedlings that are being picked up today are going to Lawrenceburg. They've been harvested within the last 2 weeks, and they've been inside a cooler waiting for delivery. And I think we just finished up the last of it. You saw some of it being packed. So those seedlings are all 1 year old. They were just put in the ground about 9 months ago is when the seed actually went in the ground. So they're very young. They are relatively small, but you will find them anywhere from 18 inches to 4 foot high.
The seedlings are loaded on a trailer for the 200-mile ride to Lawrenceburg, where they'll spend the night in a Department of Agriculture storage facility for next day delivery to a family farm.
We need the diversity that these seedlings provide. We sell over 50 different varieties, so there's something for everybody out here. And if they meet with their area forester, which is for free with the state of Tennessee, they can find out what's most appropriate for their lands, and then we have it available to them.
The simplicity of the pulling, packaging, and processing of these plants may seem a bit mechanical and impersonal, but when you come out to where the trees are going, you see just how important they are to the families.
We bought this farm and we were working awfully hard to maintain crops and everything on it. And we wanted to, as we got older, to move to a more gentler way of farming. And so we got in touch with the USDA and they suggested we put hardwoods in. And so we're doing a cost-sharing program with them.
Various species of trees were chosen by the family with cost-free consultation from their area forester.
The Spear family has been enrolled in a couple different programs that we have for Tennessee residents. One of them being the Tennessee Agriculture Enhancement Program, and the other being the Duck Elk Watershed Initiative. and they're planting trees for conservation purposes as well as timber production for future revenue and wildlife habitat.
I didn't want to put, pine trees and everything. We are putting a few, but mainly we're putting all hardwoods, dogwoods. I did want pecans. We're putting in about 5,000 pecans. We're looking forward to it. It's something that my kids and my grandkids can come up here and kind of wander through and help us.
Another family is also benefiting. They are in the tree planting business.
For 21 years we've worked together, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The plow on the planter opens a furrow, and it'll keep it open for about 12 inches. My wife, Jane, puts the seedlings, holds them with her finger into the furrow while the packing wheels come around it and packs the dirt back around it. And sometimes it'll be so close it'll run over her fingers, but she gets over that okay. She's kind of used to it after about 20 years of doing it. And we can plant about 29 a minute with it like that.
The primary purposes of planting trees from a forester's perspective are wildlife habitat and preventing erosion. The Duck and Elk River watersheds span 13 counties, where both people and wildlife rely on the quality of those streams.
The Duck River is actually the most populated with fish per mile in North America, and it has several of those species are species of concern, not just Tennessee but North America as well. So that's one of the main goals, is to help nurture that watershed and the water that provides a source of drinking water and household water for so many Tennesseans.
So today, they also consider tomorrow and what this land will be like 20 years from now, and for all the future generations of this family.
At one time we ran goats on the property, and once the trees are up substantially, we may go back to that. I like beekeeping, and I just got to get retired. I'm trying to finish up this last year and call it a day, and then when we both retire, we'll spend all of our time up here.
I'm Ezekiel Noel Hall on the Wild Side.
If you want to learn more about government programs to plant trees, the Tennessee Department of Agriculture is a good place to start. Our website, wildsidetv.com, offers other stories about trees and much more.
Tennessee's Wild Side has been a presentation of the Jackson Foundation in association with Rockwater TV.